didn't like those crackers, by the way.
No, I didn't like it.
Fine by me. I like them.
Doesn't that sound really weird?
I am live, so.
It's not that weird. In this room specifically, I swear I can smell my man.
That was still a little weird.
I don't know, maybe it's their stuff in here. I really like parsley though. As you do read this book here about stuff, I really want to hear your thoughts and opinions as we go along.
Okay.
Because also, sometimes you're better at, like, wait, is it okay if I just chat with you?
Yeah?
I didn't want to talk and stuff. You are sometimes more observant than I am.
Yeah. You don't say.
So, at the end of this one that I just finished reading, once I finished reading, I straight go straight to TikToks. And I was hearing all these theories and stuff. I'm like, what are all these people talking about? The last couple pages, because I was just like zooming through, I was like, oh my god. I didn't even register to me that's what that meant. So it'd be interesting to see if you pick up any more stuff that I did.
Which I probably will.
They're more like subtle things. Like this was definitely a subtle thing, but like honestly, Oh, what is it?
Mango, stop honking back there. Alright, back to it. I do not have a single shiny yet. Which is really lame. I'm going to do the same thing I did last night, where I basically just reset for 10 minutes, go and check spawns, reset for 10 minutes, go and check spawns. But I really hope that I get a shiny in the next reset or two, just because I don't actually know if I'm like resetting too fast. And actually, I forgot to take my allergy stuff, so I'm just gonna take my medicine right now. Oh no, I dropped it. I missed it. Can you do me a favor?
No.
Okay, thanks. Have a nice day.
No, we won't.
Could you toss one of my Red Bulls in my backpack for work?
Seriously?
They're only small. And I have a 7-hour shift tonight. I'm gonna need it. Because I don't get back till 6 a.m. Oh, what do you think of my character?
Are you doing a go this time?
Yeah.
Oh, the fashion options in this game. I spent like 2 hours just having fun.
They are so much better than the male fashion choices.
Oh, my outfit's so cute.
My name is Mystic, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know.
Oh, wait, you still
Stolen!
Did you ever put my little pouch back in the bag?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I like to keep it in there.
Why don't you work on a canary over here? Canary plush. We can be Pokemoning together.
No, I want to go to that bed where I will show you things.
Again?
Yeah.
I just gotta remember I have to leave at 10:30, so I can only stream for about 2 hours. which is unfortunate. But and I don't think I can stream tomorrow night. I have to get some special YouTube stuff going on in the background for something I'm not revealing just yet. And something else I actually need to do is I gotta get I really gotta get my streaming stuff set back up properly, like thumbnails. I don't have any I don't have any music going on in the background other than the game music, which is cutting out every 5 seconds because I'm reloading the map. But I decided to kind of just start streaming again on a whim anyway, so. Because I'm working on some huge project for 2026, YouTube-wise, and I won't have as much time to make content. And I don't want to, you know, have like 2 months in between videos on the Pokemon channel. You know what else I need? I need a new chair. Because mine does all the squeaking stuff and it pops up in videos like all the time and I hate it. I have had this chair for like 2 years though.
We can swap. Mine's fine. I don't use my chair much anymore. I'm going to spend too much time over here.
Not gonna lie, I might actually swap you when you leave.
I don't even use my house now.
Just because that, as you can imagine, gets annoying. Especially trying to edit it out of my videos.
Oh yeah, it's currently 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's alright, Australians probably like watching YouTube as well. It does say now saving in the top corner though, every time I reload, so I think that there's no such thing as doing it too fast, I would hope.
Oh, if I don't respond because I'm pumping a tune as well, I just hope doesn't write it down.
That is fine as long as you're it can't be heard by my microphone, I don't assume, because you're using your AirPods, right? Alright, we'll be checking again in about 2 minutes here. I say again, but I'll be checking in general in about 2 minutes. And I think I deduced that every 10 minutes I check is about 750 spawns. So about every hour worth of hunting gets me to odds, and I did hunt for an hour last night. Alright, that's the 10-minute mark. We'll take a look. Whoops.
What are you guys spazzing out over there for?
I will have to get my hands on some canary plushes at some point. I think specifically the ones that help you catch things. Because that'll really help to save us some time, I think. But we can't get all of them because we don't have access to a whole lot of the holovators. And we don't have access to the, like, floating part. But we might be able to just barely scrape up enough to kind of get the maxed out charm for catching. And maybe one for levels as well. Alright, we'll check again in about just a couple minutes here. And then we should be at about 1,500 encounters already just today. I think we hit odds yesterday already, even though we only got to hunt for about an hour. I think the first thing I'm probably going to wind up getting is a Mareep, actually. I don't know why, just got a feeling. I have an equal chance of getting a Pidgey, though. But currently I think flying here, the only things we get are the 2 Pidgey spawns on the roof, the 2 Mareeps, and the Pichu. Everything else is just slightly out of reach. And I don't know if I'm going to do all of Zone 1 before moving on to Zone 2. I might kind of, like, move around a little bit just to mix it up a little, because I feel like it'll get very boring just doing all of Zone 1 first. And then we still have a bunch of stuff to find out in the wild as well. Like, we'll probably wind up being able to get in... well, Esper's in Area 3. But like Trubbish, I think, is going to be all over the place. Couple things on the roofs. Like some Flabébé variants and stuff. Because I think the goal is to get all the variants as well, like I did with the Alpha Pokemon video. Which means I need 15 Floettes of varying different colors. Which also means, actually, probably I have to do that before moving on in the story. Because I think you can get all the Flabébé lines just on the rooftops. Theoretically, anyway. At some point, I'm probably going to have to spend like an hour just running around Lumiose and seeing what areas I actually have access to. Because there's places we can't get to with, since we don't have access to floating yet between buildings. Alright, that's another 10-minute marker right here, so we'll go and look around after this one. No on the Pichu. No Mareeps. Yeah, I'm fairly certain these guys are out of the question. However, that Weedle might just barely be within reach. It just depends on where its underground spawner actually is. No. And I'll continue to check them, but I'm almost certain.
I swear I was like...
What?
In the last book, the most important and loved character is broccoli. Take note of that.
What?
The most important and loved character is Broccoli.
Apparently I'm getting book knowledge. Something about broccoli. That's not a spoiler or anything, is it?
Literally, no. It's actually a character.
Interesting. I feel like we'll get our first shiny today. We still have about an hour and 40 minutes worth of hunting we can do before I gotta go to work. I almost wonder if it would be better to not reset area, but to run through the area to despawn them. Loading it's fast, but if I run, I can load in more Pokemon per reset. So I wonder if that's enough to offset and make a difference. When we get our first Pokemon, we're gonna have to like level it up as well to use it. Because I was just thinking, actually, if we wind up getting an Alpha, then it's gonna be really hard to defeat and catch unless we train up one of the shinies we get to defeat it. So whatever we get first is gonna wind up being our first team member. So we'll either get a Pidgeot, a Raichu, or Ampharos, which I think are all pretty decent options. Ampharos probably the better one, considering how many flying and water types are on the first two areas. In fact, I don't think there's very many, if any, ground types in these first areas here. So I actually think Flaffy is probably going to be the best possible option. Hey, Mystic? I need you to send me messages about ideas.
What?
Ideas for the thing I'm doing?
Huh?
Shorts. Well, I'm not saying anything on stream because I don't want to reveal what I'm doing just yet.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's that?
She's not getting the message, guys.
Supposed to be true.
Well, don't say things out loud.
Please do it.
Short ideas.
I'm not good at those ideas.
Well, I need you to help me out anyway. Because I need 30. 31, actually. So if you could, like, think of some and send those to me, like, tonight.
Sure.
You don't gotta think of all 31. I just need a couple to get me through the first couple days. Yeah, I actually really hope we get a... Oh, actually, no. You know what? I hope we get Pichu first, because Pichu I could evolve right up into Raichu. And without any issues. I should be able to find a Thunderstone somewhere. In fact, I might actually be able to buy a Thunderstone from the Stone Emporium. I think the only thing that's locked at the Stone Emporium are the fossils that we can't get yet. But if we got a Raichu, we could evolve it through Friendship, which is super easy. And then we have like a maxed out Pokemon, like super early. It won't be high level, but it'll have the base stat total of a fully evolved Pokemon. Ampharos technically I think would be better base stat total wise. However, it would take so much longer to get an Ampharos than it will get to get a Raichu. So yeah, I think that'll be the play, hopefully. I mean, of course I will take anything, but I would prefer to get Pichu first. Didn't mean to do that. I'm not sure yet if I'm a big fan of the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. Alright, just another about 2 minutes and we'll go and check some more. Because yeah, this shouldn't be too fast resets. I don't think there is such thing. Or at least I wouldn't imagine there is. Like, the second the screen has any light to it, I think everything loads in. Or at least everything is rolled anyway. Yeah, I counted them up yesterday, though. So based off of how many resets I get in a minute, that tells me roughly how many resets I can get in... Sorry, those are my birds. In 10 minutes, and every 10 minutes it seems with the spawns in the world that are within load distance, I get about 750 per 10 minute. Which, I mean, there's a really quick amount of resets. Like, this is probably the fastest you can shiny hunt in any game. Alright, let's go ahead and give a check. No on the Pichu. No on the Mareeps. Again, I don't think any of this is within range. The only thing that might be is that Weedle. Hello!
Oh, you got some lemon. What have we got today?
Good everything. Raspberry, kiwi, blueberry,
Do you just go?
melon. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We had a frozen delivery.
Oh, that's good.
I do want to give this a quick check. No. Because my other concern is like whether or not the shiny sparkles glitch out and don't happen properly because of the speed at which the resets are happening. And the problem with Pichu is I probably would not be able to notice. Did you say you were going to rewatch Stranger Things already?
Yeah, why?
Only the last season or the whole thing?
Just a recap from the last season.
Oh, just a recap?
Oh, no, well, no, I'm recapping myself in a way.
Oh.
Why?
No, I was just wondering. So, like, you just watched the whole thing. There's no way you, like, go back and rewatch the whole thing again already.
Yeah,
No, I mean, like,
oh,
all 5 seasons.
Oh, no, just season 5. Banging.
Why must I do such ridiculous challenges? Okay. I'll tell you what, one of the hard ones that's going to be right here in the beginning is going to be Staryu and Magikarp. Or, not Magikarp, sorry. Because that's both day and night, I think. But, like, Staryu, probably not going to be that easy. Because those spawns disappear during the day. And with it, I think their shinies disappear too.
No, they do spawn.
No, the shinies don't despawn, but if it's a day and night spawn...
You have to wait till night to get it back, for example.
Exactly, so like I still wouldn't know until the next night rolled around. If it even works like that, it might despawn it entirely if it's a day-night spawn cycle, but I don't know, I've never had that happen. Not yet, anyway. I'm sure I will at some point. I need, like... I'm gonna get the same shinies that I got as Megas, so, like, I'm gonna have 258 shinies by the end of this. Or, well, I'm sure I'm gonna phase, so I'm gonna have way more than that. I'll probably just wind up giving away, like, streaming and giving away all my extra shinies. Like I did with Legends Arceus. Won't be for Christmas, unfortunately, because there's no way this is done before then. Maybe if I were able to get the shiny charm, but you can't this early, so that'd be pointless. I mean, I apologize if you can hear my birds in the background. They, didn't get the memo that they're supposed to be going to bed. Even though it's 9 o'clock at night. It's actually kind of unfortunate that I've so far gone over odds already for my first shiny. Because I didn't get a shiny for quite a while during my first playthrough when I played through originally. In fact, I think I only got 2 shinies the whole playthrough, and I did a lot of exploring. I got a Bellsprout, which was my first shiny. Just Not even in a wild zone, just out in the wild somewhere. I think outside of, on like the hills next to the area with the Houndoom. And then I wound up getting an Alpha Manatrek on the roof. Which I was kind of stunned by. So how's the Alpha Canary plush going? Alpha Canary plush. How's the Canary plush going?
Just the hair.
Yeah, I have, Mystic's making me a Canary plush for Christmas. She's gonna make a giant one, which is gonna be for me, but she's making a smaller, one, like a normal size one. Just as basically like a prototype. But yeah, then I'll be like the first person to have a real life canary doll.
So far, no one else has made one that I know of.
Yeah, she's crocheting it herself, so it'll be really cool. I'll have a giant canary plush sitting on my shelves. Which I'm actually low-key like super excited for. That sounds really cool. And then I think for my birthday next year, she'll make me a Miku plush.
Oh.
She doesn't sound very excited for that one.
That one sounds harder. There's a lot more into the design.
Yeah, but that's more of a design that you could do with felt, like, over it. You know what I mean?
So it's very hard to work with when rounded there.
You could literally actually probably just buy an actual doll and just cut the clothes off of it and put it on the one you made. I'm not even kidding. Alright, we'll give it another check in about 2 minutes. And that'll be another about 715 counters down, and hopefully we can get ourselves something. Best case scenario, we get a Pichu. Second best, we get a Mareep. And then Pidgey would just be kind of meh.
Do you have a notebook I can scribble in?
What kind of scribble?
Like pencil? Find the right color?
No, but I have paper.
That'll do.
Alright, don't look, because I have to open the Christmas drawer. Don't look, don't look. Still don't look. Well, that was much more difficult to do than I thought it was going to be one-handed. Oh my gosh, birds. You know what I should do? I've been like iffy about whether or not I want to do a face cam. I should have a bird cam.
Mango.
Oh my gosh, you guys would love Mango.
There she is.
She's our lorikeet, and she's absolutely crazy.
Okay. Is that current?
Yeah, that's what it says. Alright, give it another 30 seconds and we're gonna give it a check. At this point, I just want to know that the method is working. Because this is about as fast as resets get, so if I can get one doing it this fast, then, you know, then I know there's no issues. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look. No Pichu. No Mareep. No on the Weedle. No Pidgey. And then these aren't... I'm almost certain that these ones aren't loaded up here, because it's too far. Alright. We'll go another 10.
I'm 2 books off my gold here.
You what?
2 books off my reading goal.
Oh, okay. So do you want to like read Magic Treehouse, or you can read one of those?
Maybe I should strategically choose 2 small books so I can just zoom through them. And I put it at 25 because most of the books that I read are like 700 pages, so that's why it's like not as high of a number.
Yeah, she's even got me reading a book now. So my only problem with doing a bird cam is I would love to do a bird cam. But I don't like, because obviously these stream VODs will become a video when it's all said and done. I don't know if it will look good having that in the video at the end of the day, unfortunately. Unless I could figure out a way of recording 2 different scenes at different times. But we'll see. Man, I gotta get a shiny. If we don't get one by the 1 hour mark, I will then start to be a little concerned. Because by then we'll already be double over odds. Alright, it's 9:10 p.m. I got about an hour and 20 minutes left. Gotta put my big boy pants on and go to work.
Find my book.
Where's your book?
I didn't get my tabs.
Oh, where are your tabs? What do you guys think of a bird cam? Bird cam sound good to you guys? Oh, I forgot. I've got the squeaky chair.
Oops, sorry.
Whoa, what was that?
It's like little house.
Yeah. Oh, he had the like stuff on the chat. That happens.
Ah, it's so fun. My favorite color. Getting the color tabs that match the book.
What I should probably wind up doing, after I get my first shiny, is go through each of the areas and just like catch everything that's in them, so that I know no matter where I hunt, I'm gonna have. Do you mind up there, budgies? They're trying to talk too, apparently. That is 100% Hiccup. Because there's no way that's Hedwig.
Wait, I have something for chirp.
Yeah, Hedwig is a much, like, higher pitched chirp. Oh crap, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I might go and catch everything in each of the 7 wild areas to make sure that when I do go and hunt the rest of them, like, I have a decent chance at finding a couple alphas. Because alphas only spawn once you've caught everything in the wild zone. Oh, is that nighttime approaching already? Okay. I'll say, that actually appeared pretty fast. I did worry about having some bad luck coming up, because in my Alpha Living Dex video I just made and uploaded like a few days ago, I was trying to get a white flower Florges, and I found like 9 different shinies before I found Florges. I found 2 Mareeps, the Alpha Ampharos, a Phalanx, a Froakie, a Metacham, and I think a second Metacham, Also, a Bellsprout, an Alpha Bellsprout, and a Pidgeot, and a Venipede. I don't know how many that was. That was a lot, though. All before I could actually catch an Alpha Florges, and I was trying not to, like, save scum it, either. Because I didn't save scum any other Alpha in the game. Do you mind up there? I can see him in his cage. He's just honking away, walking back and forward on his perch. I see you. We don't have, like, any normal birds, I swear. We've got 4. And not a one of them is normal. I think tomorrow, even though I'm getting off work at like 6 a.m., I'm gonna wake up at like 12 to work on some video stuff so that I can stream again tomorrow night. Because this is really something I want to do probably every day, or it's gonna just take way too long. I have another video I'm working on like in the background that has literally taken, where are my notes? Like 117 days or something so far, and I'm not even done with it. That's like, that's terrible. It's gonna be a banger of a video when it does come out, though. Alright, we'll check and get in about 2.5 minutes at the next 10-minute mark. I wonder if Pichu is close enough for us to hear Sparkles if it spawns in from, like, wherever we're resetting.
Now, wouldn't technically, at this point in the game, isn't it how it works every time you fly in and out of this area, it's resetting the spawns in the world? Or just that area?
Well, no matter where you are, the spawns despawn after they get 50 meters away.
So is this technically despawning the whole world?
No, because it's only loading in everything within a 50-meter radius.
Okay, then that takes back what I was going to say.
Oh yeah, no, could you imagine how broken it would be if you were just, like, resetting at, like, the research center and was just getting, you know, shiny Bagons and Salamences
Yeah.
all the way up at the top of the map? That'd be, like, insane. That'd be, like, broken if it worked like that. So yeah, it only works with a Pokemon within a 50-meter radius, which is why the Weedle and Pidgey on the top part of the roof are not getting checked, because they are not within the radius. It is just the 2 Flaffies, the 2 Pidgeys, and the Pichu. And maybe that 1 Weedle on the very corner might just barely be within reach, but I don't know. I've actually been so excited to do this challenge. But I wanted to get the Alpha Living Dex out of the way first. And I actually want to go ahead and shiny hunt all the Alphas in the game as well. Or not all the Alphas, all the new Megas. Which will probably just turn into hunting all of them. Because I hunted all the old Megas before the game released. Alright, we're almost ready to check again. I could even just get the guaranteed Flaffy from the challenge, but I don't know if that's even available, is it? Ooh, I don't think so. Not yet. Because we only have a certain amount of things. Alright, last reset, we'll go and take a look. No Pichu. Where's an Alpha Marie? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait, that's doing some damage to me. I don't like that. Alright, nothing. I don't think I'm resetting too fast. Still don't even think that's possible. Or shouldn't be anyway. Oh gosh, there goes the chair again. I really ought to replace this thing. Oops.
Okay, now that I'm getting further into this book stack thing, it does not sound that appealing.
The book what?
As I'm getting further into this, it doesn't sound that appealing.
Which book is it?
The Love Hypothesis.
What's the one you asked me to pick out for you? I thought you were going to read that next.
I'm reading this next.
I picked that one out?
No, I changed my mind.
So you asked my opinion. We're like, yeah, I'll read that. And she's like, you know, no, I'm not reading that. That's terrible. Ooh, you know what's in less than 2 weeks? This time in 2 weeks, we'll be in Sydney for the Pokemon Go City Safari event that's taking place in Sydney, which I am so excited for, because I have not gotten to do any in-person Pokemon Go events ever, other than like Global Go Fest, which doesn't really count. So like, I'm super excited to get to go to one of these. And I'll be able to get myself a Mudbray for the first time. I upgraded my ticket to do both days, so I'm hoping to get some of the exclusive stuff that I can't get anywhere else, like the Mudbrays. So like a shiny Mudbray and a Mudsdale would be nice. It'll eventually come out for everyone, like Skidoo did, but that's probably going to be quite a while. I wonder what's going to be the next one after Mudbray, though. Because it's obviously got to be a Pokemon that's not been released yet. I have to also decide where I kind of want to hunt next. I kind of forgot what Pokemon exist. Not in the game, but like in what areas. Like I know 1, 2, and 3 very well, and 4. Because I'm in there just quite often from doing other things, but I'm not entirely sure what's in 5, 6, and 7. Don't mean 6 and 7. Like I didn't even catch that until after I said it. I think there's stuff close enough together in area 4 to get me a good amount of stuff. I could do doorway resets in 3 to get a few different Pokemon knocked out, though. Because I do need 2 different Litleos for the male and female variants. And then just 1 for Litleo, of course, so I actually need 3 Litleos. And the only Flabebe that's in there is the red one, but I think... No, only the far off spawn, I think, is out of range. But, like, the 1 or 2 that spawn in the middle, I think, are fine. But because that one can only be red, I can only get the red Flabebe there. Pancham is also there. That's going to be a little difficult. I don't think Esper is within range, though. Esper and 2 out of the 3 Pikachus, I think, aren't going to be in range. I've never done that hunt, though, so... Yeah, I'll probably do that one next, just to get a bunch of stuff knocked out. That'll definitely be the easiest hunt we do in this beginning section. That'll also be a decent way of getting Fletchling. Because there's the Alpha Fletchling on the roof, that'll also be getting checked every time. And the reason it's actually so fast is because it spawns in a new set when you go down and when you go up. That's why it winds up being so fast. Because it's not like you have to go down and then like when you go up it doesn't do anything, and when you go back down it does something. It does it up and down. I also can't wait to start customizing my character. Just because there was so little for the male character counterpart in my first playthrough. And with all the battling we're going to have to do to level everything up, we are going to have plenty of money. We are actually probably going to be able to max out on every item in the game before we even hit like 10 wild zones. No, maybe that might be a bit of a stretch. There's a lot of Pokemon that we have to evolve, so we'll be doing a lot of battling at night. And unfortunately that'll be all against lower level things, trainers. Alright, we got about 2 more minutes before we do another bunch of checks. That's another thing the doorway area will let us do, is we'll get a lot more like checks instead of just 5. Like, what do we got? Litleo. I think there's 3 Litleo spawns. Or Pancham. 2 Flabébé. Maybe 1 of the Pikachus and 3 Skidoos. That's going to be a lot compared to this first section. Which, of course, is very exciting. I'm going so gamer. I actually have a Mountain Dew. The blue one. Voltage, which is actually extraordinarily hard to come by in Australia. In fact, I can only get it from the local international food store. Which is a darn shame, because it's delicious. In fact, my favorite soda can only be found at international food stores, which makes me cry.
Dr. Pepper.
What was that? Was that a Christmas light bulb? You're not very good at hiding Christmas presents. She turns around. Is Dr. Pepper right? Right? That's it, right? Mm-hmm.
No,
I need to know this.
Every single Christmas present. There's nothing left in your budget. Too bad.
Gosh.
I'm actually, yeah, I'm finished fully buying food because I just ordered another thing.
Oh my gosh, she's going crazy.
That's what that notification was really.
Alright, I'm gonna let night fall over the city real quick, and then we're gonna go and check our spawns. Come on. We are actually on the loading screen so much that this is only the second time it's gone to nighttime in 2 hours of hunting. Well, that's an Alpha Pichu. Dun, dun, dun. I just noticed my shoes are very blue. Nope, no shinies, okay. We've been hunting for an hour. We have an hour left. Do we just say screw it and go hunt in Area 3 so we can actually get something today? I kind of might do that. I'm just going to check these spawns one more time. I think I'm actually going to just swap to Area 3. Just to get something. Because we only have an hour left, and I feel like we can definitely get something in an hour out of Area 3. Because this is day 2. I don't want to go day 2 without getting our first shiny. You know what? I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Let me just write down a note for my video. Okay. Sorry, I write notes during my recording process to make editing easier in the end. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and catch everything that's in here. Just so we have more chances at getting alpha Pokemon. Okay, that's a Litleo. Esper. Oh, crap. And then I think it's just Pancham, right? Yes. Which, can that even spawn at night? I don't actually know. Oh, there's a move up here. Oh, Aerial Ace, that's actually a sick move. I need a Pancham. I'm gonna go ahead and reset today because I know that Pancham is findable during the day. Come on, I just want to Pancham. It'll be easier once that other Litleo spawns back in. And actually, before I forget, there's an item back here. I'm gonna grab that. Give me that. Dude, I just want to Pancham so that I can start maybe getting a shiny. Not me completely missing the door. Come on, Pancham, where are you? Just because I like alpha shinies. I actually will have to keep in mind, scatterbugs can spawn on that roof right there. I think right there. And those can also be shiny because they are within the spawn radius here. Leo, leave me alone. I'm just trying to find a monkey guy. Dude, we're just teasing this Litleo at this point. We will get it. Eventually. Watch me get a shiny before getting a Pancham. How crazy would that be? It's probably only like a 1% spawn. Oh gosh, I almost reset the spawn. Is it there? No, okay. This is actually really unlucky. I just want to pinch him so I can start hunting. This is low-key, pretty insane. Oh, finally. Okay, there we go. No. Well, he saw me. Oh, you're kidding. I actually have a shiny. Okay, well, we got the Pancham. What the heck is shiny? Is it you? No. 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 You? No. Skidoo? Yep, shiny Skidoo. How? That is so ridiculous. I got a shiny before getting a Pancham. How crazy. Alright, well. Let me just take note of that real quick. Let's see. Alright, well, we got a shiny. Literally, almost immediately after coming into Area 3. Ooh, ow, don't do that. Wait, that's the Litleo? Leave me alone, dude. Alright, I want to put that on my team. Thank you. Alright, that should be... Yes, okay, so now we can find just normal alpha Pokemon. Alright, time to start resetting. We'll do the same thing we were doing in the first area. And basically going for 10 minutes at a time and then checking. Which is honestly just so many possible spawns. Just in 10 minutes. I'm moving my drink out of the way though, because it's currently blocking my view. Oh, if this is fast enough to get shinies, then what we were doing with Pichu is totally fine.
What color highlighter? First one or second one? I also like it to
Second
match
one.
the hook though.
I would definitely say second one. It's a little more vibrant.
The first one matches that perfectly though.
Yeah, but it's more vibrant and better looking.
I don't like it to be too vibrant. First one.
It's almost like there's no reason to be asking my
I do
opinion.
it all the time too.
Every time. It's like, hey, what do you think of this? It's like, well, I like this. It's like, okay, well, I'm just not gonna do that then.
Well, I'm really just waiting for you to say that you absolutely hate the other option, and then it's like, completely like, oh, okay, I can't do that.
Did you end up putting a Red Bull in my backpack?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And also, uh-oh, that's not good. What is in here that's doing it? Okay. My drawer just got messed up in my desk for some reason. Really kind of freaked me out. I thought I was about to have to like flip my desk upside down to fix my drawer. Which would not have been very cool. Probably would have made me an unhappy chappy. Hi, Mango. And I plan on catching every shiny I get in the Premier Ball. Luckily, even this early in the game, the Pokeball Emporium is open. So I can just buy them for 200 bucks a piece. So I went and bought like, I think I bought like 48 of them. What do we think is going to be the next shiny? We already have a Skidoo. Is it going to be Litleo, Pancham, Flabebe, or another Skidoo? Or I guess technically the Fletchling. There's a bunch of scatterbugs over there as well on that building over, but I don't know if we can actually get up there. I just heard some sort of alpha. I think that might have been a Flabebe. What's a hunt that I'm like excited to do, I wonder? I don't actually know. I guess the Dratini hunt, like the one everyone does where you kind of like run along the fence, that'll be cool. Although I don't know if I want to hunt that one. Because there's another one you can hunt that can actually be a Dragonair, which would be cool. So basically what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to run through, and if I find a shiny, I'm going to go outside and save the game, and then come back in to catch them. Because they're not going to despawn or anything. Or, well, they shouldn't. Mystic's giving me funny looks over there.
No, I thought you were probably dancing.
Oh, no, I did.
Oh.
She was dancing in her seat, probably listening to Golden.
No.
I've low-key been listening to those songs on, like, repeat. Alright, about another minute and a half. And we'll go and do some checks. Man, this is probably about the easiest hunt you can do. I'm not gonna sit here and do this like the whole time though. Like I might go back and do if we get another one, we might go back and do the Pichu hunt for a half hour.
Isn't that so satisfying?
Yeah.
They literally match exactly.
Ooh, squeaky chair. We love it. You know, we actually have WD-40. I might put some of that on my chair.
Oh, yeah, I saw it downstairs earlier.
But I don't know if I can spray it in the room with the birds. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a look. No, no, no. 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 And I'm pretty sure these are too far. What I might actually do real quick is kind of wait a second until this spawn comes back and the Skidoo spawn comes back. It should only be 60 seconds. Oh, I think that's... The Litleo. Okay, so the Litleo's back that we caught. That was the Pancham. Which means this Skidoo should be literally right behind it. Ow. Okay, there it is. Okay, we have all the spawns again. Alright, we can do this. I'm hoping to get one more shiny from here on the next thing, and then we'll go and see if we can get a Pichu again. And for maybe the last 15 minutes, a stream will go and go to each of the wild areas and just catch every Pokemon so that we have that all out of the way. Actually, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do this until we have about 15 minutes left, and then we'll go to each of the wild areas and knock that out before we end off tonight. Really glad I went and got a Switch 2 for this, though, because this is, like, really fast. I wonder what our first Alpha Shiny is going to be. Because, I mean, we need to get so many. We're going to get at least one. Or, well, we're gonna get a few, I'm sure. I just wonder what my first one will be. Oh, Mystic, did you send those Christmas ideas forward?
Not yet.
You should probably do that before you forget. Dude, the budgies are still talking up there. What are you guys doing? What time are you going to bed?
Oh god, like midnight tonight or something.
Okay, so you'll let me out for work?
No, I woke up and then I ended up going back to bed and slept like 11 o'clock.
This is going to annoy me. You usually open the first page and then it's the title and there's this crap. This is where I usually open the book and then it's boom. But then even this is too. No, I don't own that page.
She's talking about book stuff, I don't really know. I think we'll get another shiny tonight doing this. I would hope anyway. I just hope it's not a Skidoo. Just because once we get both of the Skidoos we need, that kind of like really, really heightens the chance of phasing already. So I would rather get basically anything else first. And we've got some options. We have Litleo, we have Pancham, we have Flabebe, and even Fletchling. Alright, just another 3 minutes and we'll go take a look. It'll really freak me out if the Fletchling or the Litleo are shiny anytime soon, though. Well, I am hearing alphas in the background, so I know that worked. Well, alphas that aren't Litleo and Fletchling anyway. I think I've heard the Flabebes a few times now. Alright, one more minute. What do I have marked over there that's 700 meters away? Oh, you know what? That's probably the lab. By accident. It kind of just automatically does it anyway. Alright, another 10 minutes have gone by. Let's see what we have. Oh, I didn't know Pancham could be on that side. Ow. It's not shiny, is it? Nope. Alright, and the steps continue. Yeah, we'll only go for about another 15 minutes, and then we're gonna go and catch a bunch of stuff. My frozen's almost gone. Oh, budgies, go to bed. I can still hear him chatting up there. What's that alpha I just heard? Was that a Flabébé again? I have a good feeling about this. I think we'll get another one tonight. Oh, that made so much more sound than I thought it did. I apologize. Man, that Elfiskadoo I just heard was loud. That had to have been, like, right on the edge. Okay, I've only got about half an hour left. Unless Mystic wants to stream for me and just run up and down.
No.
That'd actually be so funny. Because she could just, if she, like, wanted to, she could just sit here, run up and down for, like, an hour or two, and then just, like, leave everything for me to catch tomorrow.
You AFK?
I could, but I'd have to have you come in here and turn it off and turn the stream off and everything.
You would have to stream?
Hmm?
You would have to stream?
I would like the whole thing to be streamed. That'd be fun.
I'll forget.
Yeah, she would. She really would forget. She also still hasn't sent me ideas for shorts.
Oh, busy.
Take that. It's to the point I can't use my straw anymore for my frozen. So actually, crap. I gotta pick that up. I really gotta fix my bookshelf up tomorrow too. I have to like put together all my collectibles, and I have a bunch of Pokemon plushes Mystic has made me over the years that I wanna put on one shelf. They're already on my other shelves, but I want to put the handmade plushes all on the same shelf. And eventually, the giant canary plush will be in here. Whenever that gets done. Cough, cough. What are you doing? You're just holding your AirPod case to your ear.
Oh, God.
By listening to it?
I was making sure it was on.
Because I don't think that's how that works.
I'm heading over. I'm taking all my stuff.
Got it. Send me ideas. I will be over in about 26 minutes to get ready for work. You what? I do have to use the bathroom, but I think I'll hold off until after stream. Alright, well, we'll do some more checks in about 3 minutes. Watch us get a shiny when we go through the all the wild areas in about 10 minutes to catch all the Pokemon. Alright, 2 more minutes and we'll do some checks. And I have a good feeling. I feel like we're gonna get something. Definitely hear a bunch of alphas around, though. I'm just not realizing the day-night cycle isn't really going very far. Alright, 1 more minute and then we're gonna go catch a shiny. I feel it.
Good night.
Thanks. The question is, what are we gonna get though? We already got a Skidoo. But we need 2 because it's the living dex, not just a Professor Oak. I just hope it's not Skidoo a second time right off the bat. Just because that's really, like I said earlier, it's really just going to increase the chances that we phase super early a bunch of times. Alright, that's the 10-minute mark. Let's go take a look. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Dang it, there was a Pancham too. Anything here? I think this one Pikachu spawn might be close enough. No, nothing. I also might see if we can get up on top of that roof to check the scatterbugs. Alright, we'll go for another 5 minutes. Then we'll do last checks, go check the scatterbugs, and I want to go catch everything in all the different wild areas. Yeah, just realized I never turned around and checked that. Not that I think it matters, I'm pretty sure. Even though it's going very fast, I think the shiny sparkle sound would still happen every time. I wonder how many encounters we've gone through in the last... We've already been doing this section for about 42 minutes. And I think you hit odds every 10, if I recall correctly. So considering we found one shiny so far, we're probably about double over odds. Since the last one, we're definitely triple. I'm trying to think off the top of my head if there's any way to get over to that roof without the Holovator. That's right there. Unless that's one of the missions we can already unlock. It might be. Alright, we'll give it one more minute, and then we'll go do checks and see if we can get to those scatterbugs. Because those have been being reset for almost 45 minutes now. Is that an Alpha Flabebe right there? Okay, it was Alpha like 3 times in a row, so I was like, oh my gosh, is that shiny? I heard shiny sparkle somewhere. I don't know what that is, but I have a shiny down there somewhere. It's not the Litleo, I can see that. That's gonna shine every time we go down there, but I will check it in just a second. They don't despawn or anything, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, there's the 45-minute mark. Let's go take a look. What do we got? Well, we got a Litleo. Was that the only shiny? May have been. Because I don't know if it just sparkled twice on me. It might have. No, there's definitely 2 here. Where's the second shiny? Because, like, that's got shiny sparkles. That's not it. Because I swear that wouldn't have sparkled twice. Unless the Fletchling is shiny? No? Maybe it was just the secondary sparkle. Oh, it doesn't even let you save. Okay, hang on. Alright, we'll save the game. Ow. shiny Litleo. And just to confirm, there's no other shiny sparkles, right? No. Alright, that's a shiny Litleo. Let me go ahead and mark that down. Let's see. Sweet, we got our second shiny, and we're going to add that to our team. And what I want to see, that right there... Oh wait, we can do this mission and get the Holovator. We're going to do that real quick. But it's only mission number 4, so this should not be a hard battle. And then we can use this Holovator consistently to check the scatterbugs that are up here. There we go. Yeah, he's only got like level 6s, we'll be fine. Must you have 2 things that are super effective against me, or what? Okay, we beat him. Wasn't exactly difficult, but we got him. Alright, turn this back on. I have bugs to go check. Thank you very much. Good amount of cash. Alright, these scatterbugs are checkable every time. And that Badoo and that Vivillon are probably checkable. I think that's probably it though. Yes. Ooh. Grab that, because I will need that for canary plushes. Alright. Well, it's good to know that these scatterbugs here are going to be huntable. Oh! Well, so is this Pidgey. Imagine that. Okay. Was not expecting that. Let me write that one down. Alright, and was it just me? Or did I hear 2 shiny sparkles? Is there something shiny on the other side? No, I think it was just really loud for some reason. Interesting. Alright. Well, we also got a shiny Pidgey. We'll add that to my team. We have a flying grass and a fire type now. Alright, let's be as fast as possible, but I want to go and catch everything in area 4, 5, 6. I thought there were 7 from the gate out the gate, but I guess not. We probably won't be able to get the Honedge just yet. One. Thank you. Oh wow, I didn't actually get to that. Okay, that's a little frustrating. Well, it's nighttime, so maybe we will be able to get that Honedge. Hey, speaking of... I'm gonna heal you. Well, I didn't really want to use that, but okay. Alright, got Patrat. So we need Ekans and Ghastly. Okay. Ekans might be a daytime spawn. Or maybe Spupa's the daytime spawn. There's a Honedge again. Alright, let's get out of this area. We'll come back during the day. I do know I want to go into area 2 for Staruse. Wow, okay. That was easy. Alright, we just need Staryu and Kakuna. And again, I think Kakuna's probably a daytime. No, I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that you could run through there. Alright, so that's just Kakuna. We'll come back for that. Oh, that's what's at that area. Okay. We do have a water type move, so we can get past all the sludge. What are we missing from here? We don't have Bellsprout, we don't have Venipede, we don't have Electrike, and we don't have Pidgeotto. Alright, there's Bellsprout. There's Venipede. I think Water Gun should work on this. Yes. Oh, jeez. Give me a Paralyze heal. There we go. Alright, a luxury ball, not bad. Let's go grab ourselves an electric trike and a Pidgeotto. So that spawns can start being alphas in here. And then I think unfortunately I have to save the final spawns for tomorrow. Lovely. Oh gosh, that's level 16. I was mistaken about being able to catch all of these. There's literally... That's... just frustrating, isn't it, huh? Uh-oh. Ow. Aha! That was actually genius. Alright, I'm out of here. Oh crap, wait, I'm gonna die. Nope. Alright. 5, 2, or 5, 1, 3 are done. 4, 2, and 6 are not done. All I need is a Kakuna, Ekans and Spupa, and then Meditite, Houndoom, Swablu, Baniri, I think, is also in there. And then I don't know what the last one is, but unfortunately, I have to get ready for work or I'm going to be late. So we'll do that at the beginning of next stream, but we wound up getting 3 shinies today. The Pidgey being completely unplanned. We found that on a lamppost somehow. But I would like to thank all you guys for watching and showing up, and if you guys are lurking and shiny hunting yourselves, good luck in all your shiny hunts. I hope you find what you're looking for, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next video. Or in the next stream. Peace.